So here I am again. This is a 1992 Mercedes-Benz W124 300E with the 6-cylinder M103. And every time my son says the car's doing something funny, I decide to make a video on it. I don't know why, but I guess it's just my way of keeping track of what I've done to this car. I write it down, but still. So he said the steering's making some funny noises. I think it's got bad tie rod. Yeah. It's probably 99% sure that it's a tie rod. So I'm going to replace both of them. The new tie rods. So there's a left and a right side. So I marked each one, or at least one of them here. I put some tape on it, so I know which side is left, and which side is right. Make sure to block your wheels. Then disconnect your battery. At least I'm gonna you don't have to, but I want to be able to put the key in the ignition to on and be able to turn the wheel. Yeah, we're still preparing to jack it up. The jack is in the center beam under the engine. Both rear wheels are blocked with a piece of wood. Parking brake on. I can jack it up pretty high and use the jack points right here. Jack on either side. And then before you jack it up, unloosen the lug nuts. I think it's 17 millimeter. Pretty solid. What I like to do is, once I get it like this without a jack under there, I like to push on the side, both sides of the car. Make sure everything's good and solid. And it is. It's not going anywhere, so I feel safe to crawl under there. And plus, when I take the wheels off, I'm going to put them behind the jacks underneath the car. And just in case, but you know, it's pretty solid. Here's a look. So I'm pretty sure it's this one right here. So there's a nut there on either side. Let's see. I'm going to test this steering dampener. There's also a drag link. I probably should have bought one of those, but I'll test it. See how it operates. Yeah, it's pretty dry under here since that last head gasket. Yeah, so I rented this one here. That's the number for it, and it just that's all it is. That right there. So I have it like this. It says to put it on the on this threaded part here. And when you tighten this, it wants to push it out and separate the joint. with a bang. I hate doing this, but gotta do it. Alrighty. Still, okay. I just. Wow. Oh man, I'll tell you. I told you it comes out with a bang. That's the only way to do it. You do this with a pickle fork. I have done them with pickle forks, you know, on older cars, but sometimes, you know, especially the next one, you gotta have a lot of room with a sledgehammer to hit that pickle fork to cause that kind of strength, you know. So this basically at AutoZone, it's like $35. You just leave the deposit, your card or whatever number, debit. Then you bring it back and you get your money back. It's not something that you're going to use every day unless you're a full-time mechanic. So now we get to do the next one. Oh, so what's happening with this is I can't get this nut off. The whole ball is turning on the inside. So it looks like there's a hole in here that I can put an Allen key in there and hold it while I loosen this nut off. They usually just come right off. So I think it was pretty messed up, I guess, huh? Here's a little tip. When they say left side, you know, is it standing in front of the car? Is it left? No, it's when you're sitting inside the car. The driver's side would be left. This is a US car. The passenger side is right. So, yeah, so, okay. Okay, right side, passenger side, USA. So here's the old one. Here's the new one, same thing. I work on this side here. There's 5 threads on that. I put 5 threads on this one. This 22 millimeter nut is tightens counterclockwise. Yeah, and put a little vice grip on there just to hold it, just snug it up. It's not going to go anywhere, you know, once it's on the car, but I like things tight. So what I do, what they want you to do is count the threads and then count the threads on this one, okay? Now you can see that it never works out that way. Even with, what is it, the Lemaforder ones, more expensive ones. Same thing with the SL, I had to do it this way and it came out perfect. As far as alignment, I mean, you can always have your car aligned, but just to get it in the ballpark, what I do is I just hold these down on the table. And then, see if I can get this. And then I put them side by side and look at how high that top is. So this one here needs to be unscrewed or brought out a little bit. Yeah, so I get it just about like that. And get it real close to it. And then tighten it up and keep double checking. And you gotta push down on these bottom parts here so the rubber collapses. So it gives you a better, better thing. And then put them on, and then you go have your car lined if you need to. We'll test it out, just go down a flat street and let go of the steering wheel and see if it pulls to the left or the right. And if it does, then it needs to be adjusted or take it to alignment place. All right, 13 millimeter, a couple wrenches, start tightening this down and just mirror this, the one that you took off, so that it's basically kind of in the same position. Then once you put this on, put the new one on, you test fit it, and it should just drop right in. If it doesn't, if you're struggling with it, then you unloosen this right here, and either this one or that one there. I think this one's easier, until it just kind of it just drops in, and then you should be good to go to put the nuts on. Okay, then just torque it to 35 Newton meters. Okay, right there. That's it. Okay. Even easier, get on the other side and turn that wheel this way, and then you got room to put some tools on it. Got it. That wasn't easy. That wasn't that hard on this one. This one's pretty bad. Good God. Oh, they're chasing a hawk. Okay, so we started, I think, on the 2nd. Today's the 5th. It's been a few days. I thought I was done with the tie rod things. I did a whole video, it was all done, I was ready to post it, and I said, wait a minute, I see something wrong. And I had taken this for a test drive, and when I went down the street, about right there, turned the wheel, I heard a clunk, and then it completely went away. I drove all around, completely went away. It kind of bugged me. I was like going, what was that? Was that the suspension, going back down or something like that? And then I started thinking about it. And here's the video that I took in the beginning. And here, check this out. Let's see. So that's a tie rod. That's the center drag link. so my bad. So I contacted URO, my buddy there, Drew, and he said that they no longer have that center drag link because it just wasn't a popular item. I guess they don't go out very often. It's usually the tie rods that go first. And so I went to FCP URO and I bought a drag link and I bought a steering stabilizer. And today's what, Friday the 5th. It's not getting here to the 11th, which is next week. It's coming from New Jersey. So, you know, it's just a waiting game with these cars. It's a good thing we have other cars to drive, and this isn't like the only transportation. I remember those days where you had to stay up till 2 in the morning and get it fixed so you could get back to work the next day. But yeah, so it's just a waiting game. So I still have the rental tool, and today I'm just going to chip away at it and get that center link out and be able to return the tool to them before I own it. Okay. So this is our drag link. It goes all the way down to here. It's got a joint right here. This is the one that's bad. Okay. First, we're going to take off the steering stabilizer from here to here. I believe it's 17. And I'm just going to do that right now. Okay, this is 19 millimeter. Finally, I got it out. Yeah, this is the bad part here. I think I'll take one of these apart, cut this thing out, see what it looks like on the inside. Yeah, when you're trying to get this other side out, whatever side, leave the nut on one side so it's hooked up. That way it's easier to break loose. I thought these were adjustable. I don't know if they are or not, but hopefully the new one is exactly this length, you know. Anyways, I got that out. Well, it is now the 11th of January 24, and it's a beautiful day. Parts should be arriving today, waiting on the UPS truck. It came from New York. The drag link, center link, steering stabilizer. So while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna use my handy Wagner steamer and clean this one wheel well. I did the other side last time. See if this thing even works. Haven't used it in a while. Yeah, it just has to build pressure. Yeah, it's on. So what I'm gonna do is just, beautiful day. I'm just gonna use some of this, put a list. I bought a gallon of this. It was cheap. That was probably, I don't know, maybe a year ago. I just squirt everything. But it's always nice and clean when I work on it. And plus I'm bored. So.
How are you doing?
Hey, okay, man. Perfect timing.
Good, good.
Perfect timing.
Alrighty, my friend.
Okay.
You have a good day.
All right, thank you. Yeah, the parts have arrived. Right, so this is a Phoebe. Phoebe! Phoebe Bilstein. And this was a Stabilis. Made in Germany. See how clean we got it. Looks brand new almost. Okay, problem number one. See how these have an Allen that you can hold, keep this part from spinning when you're tightening the nut? Those don't. They just have an indentation there with nothing. So I'm trying to tighten them, both of them, and both of them are spinning. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Well, I ordered the wrong part because I was in a rush. I ordered this one right here. Drag a link. That is the wrong one. See, I was in a rush. Said 300E, right? W124. Yes, this part will fit, so I just ordered it. But what you have to pay attention to is the range. This is the range right here. And that's not mine, okay? Pain in the butt, I swear. I was kind of upset, but this is the right one right here. See, so you got a bunch of different ones. This one's the same, this one's the same, this one here is the one that I need. Yes, this will fit. You know, when they say this, usually, you know, 95% of the time it fits, right? Well, you got to pay attention. What the deal was is the only difference in the two is the diameter of that bolt, that threaded thing there's a ball at the end of it. The one that I got is just a little bit thinner. I used a micrometer and measured it. It was like, I think maybe 2 millimeters difference, you know. So, God, I was trying to tighten that nut and tighten it and tighten it, and I got it all the way down, and it wasn't tight, and the ball was spinning, and this thing was not real tight in there after the nut was all the way down. So, so what I did is I called the dealer this morning. They're going to have the right one in on Monday instead of, I think it was like 9 days to get it from FCP URO from New York. So here you can, so I don't really understand the, where was that? The chassis range, finding that information out. You know, this right here, you find that, I guess, through your VIN. There's a certain number in there, the last 7 numbers, letter, number, whatever it is. So you can go to this site right here. Let's see, where is it here? This is the address. I'll put a link to it, but you can screenshot that. But it's a EPC, electronic parts catalog. EPC. That's what you want. Right, that's my car. And what you do is, this is just a parts place, but you put your VIN in here, and then this will come up. And the part I want is 92, and you go down to 92, drag link, and that's the right number there, 83. Dealer's gonna have it here in 2 days for 120. It's fine with me. And I'm glad that I found this. Somebody on Ben's World posted that up. So that helps a lot, because every time I was going, okay, I want to look at the EPC, you'll go to us on the internet and you'll get like some kind of, I don't know, all kinds of weird old sites that don't work and stuff like that, and Mercedes Star Tech Info, and you have to pay for a subscription to it. You have to enter a credit card, and they won't charge it unless you do something, look for something, I don't know, out of the community. It's so weird. I go, I don't want to leave my credit card on this site, you know? I don't know. So this one right here is free, and you can look, I guess you can, I haven't looked through everything on here, but this is my car, so, so take your time on certain parts, you know. The only reason I can think of is that they have, you know, these different ones is, you know, there was the 300, the 260E, the 300s, the E320, And then there's also the 400E and the 500E, you know. Genuine Mercedes, back ordered. Oh, those are for the nuts. So yeah, so take your time when you're ordering this stuff. The tie rods were, you know, they were fine. They just, you know, fit right up. But I guess this one part here just changed. Who knows why? Anyways. Okay, here we are pulling up to the Mercedes place. God, where do I park? And they got the G-Wagons and all the new stuff here. The 2024s, maybe. It's pretty cool.
One side, the side that would go to the rack would be O-ring with nut, and the side that would feed the
Wonder what that
biggest
one is.
return of the cooler.
$41.
Regardless, the other side would be the clamp.
I think those are all the oldest
Looks like
Mercedes in this dealership.
278 engine.
Oh man, look at that thing. What is it? Trying to figure out. $112,000, ladies and gentlemen. Can you guess what it is? Is a 4MATIC GLS 580, $112,000. I bet you it's got a lot of digital dashes, and I think that one was here last time I was here. Should I get this one or this one? Here's a Maybach EQS 680. I've never heard of that. Apparently, it is an electric. Oh, look at those rims. That's crazy. See that Maybach logo in there? I didn't think Maybach was still a thing. I guess it is. Dang. Which is this one? 179,000. Can you guess what it is? It's a 4-seater. It's an E450 2023. Only 76,000. It's a pretty nice interior. Let's check another one out. V8 bi-turbo. SL63. 183. I think I saw this one last time. There's a bunch of other ones. Yeah, the price went from 120 to 139. Alrighty then. There's the part number. Where is it? Right there. All right, now let's listen for any sounds. Sounds pretty good. Add the key to number 2 so I can turn it. Battery disconnected. Yeah, it feels nice and smooth. I think it tightened up a lot. Yeah, so now just put the tires on. Yeah, I put some Loctite blue on both of the threads on there. I could not get a torque wrench on the drag link bolts. There's just no room. I mean, there's, you'd have to have all kinds of bizarre elbows and stuff, maybe, but so I got a good and tight. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheels on and lower it down. Well, it feels pretty good. Nothing abnormal. Still responsive steering. I think I'm done. What is that? Make wine. There's 2 of them. Huh. What are those? There's wine country up here. I think that's probably they have tours. What's great is it doesn't pull to the right or left. Before I did the tie rods and it was still pulling. I think it was to the left really bad. So that center drag link straightened it all out. God, the turn's broken. Feels good and tight. These people. I put the brakes on. Look at that, it's straight as an arrow. Unbelievable. That's good. Means I don't really have to get it aligned. All right, in closing, it's not that bad of a job. It's just, get your parts before you tackle it. That's what I would suggest. I had to wait like from FCP URO when they shipped the drag link from New York, Connecticut, I think, to California. It seemed like it took forever. Usually they, it's like 3-4 days in this here, but this just took forever. And then it was the wrong part on top of it. So bit the bullet, went, called the dealer. They brought, I said, where's it coming from? He said, California. I go, that's nice. And it's real Mercedes, so everything fits. $139 for that drag link. Tie rods supplied by URO Parts. And they're just like the original ones. I mean, no complaints. Last another 150,000 miles. Anyways, this is John. I'm out of here. One more job done. All right. Talk to you later.